It has been about 10 minutes and we're ready for the second shaping of the bread. This time there will be a lot more tension when I'm shaping it. So I am going to flip it back over so that I'm working with the bottom. And I prefer to shape my bread to the batard shape. First of all, I use a banneton, which is a wooden bowl, and it has a fabric cover that goes into it. You can absolutely put it right into the wooden bowl and it will form to the shape and the ridges that are in there, but I prefer the smooth shape on top. I prefer the batard length because it's easier for slicing than a round bowl. So this is the one I use most of the time. Since I am using this shape, when I shape the bread this time, I'm not going to do 4 folds over the top. I'm just going to do 2 so that we come up with that natural baton shape. So I'm going to come in from the side again, a lot more tension this time. Fold it over the top, from the other side, fold it over the top, and then I'll flip it over. Okay, so we've got a nice long shape there. And then I'm going to sprinkle more of the rice flour lightly into the fabric so that the bread doesn't stick to it. Now we'll place the bread into the basket with the top side down. So I'll scoop from underneath, flip it over, and put it into the basket. Then I want to just come around to the seam here and just close this up if any of it seems to be separating. This is going to be on the bottom of the bread so no one would see it. Doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, the last thing I do is, for convenience, I use plastic hairnets to cover the top of the bread. You can absolutely use plastic wrap, but this is quite airtight and fits perfectly right over the bread. Okay, now I'll place the bread into the fridge for at least 24 hours. It tastes perfectly fine if you cold ferment it for even 6 hours, but you won't get that nice sour flavor to it unless it's been in the fridge for at least 12 hours. And I know my family particularly prefers 24 to 48 hours to get an extra sour flavor.